Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'm going to be covering Josiah Power. He made his first appearance in JLA, issue number 61, that was released in February of 2002. Now, he's formally one of the top attorneys in the US, and although his stats aren't listed, he is noted as being impressively tall and built, with black eyes and no hair, although he has a nice black beard. Now, at one point, Josiah had his metagene activated, and it produced a powerful being, which Superman was quoted as saying is one of the most powerful superhumans he's ever seen on Earth. When he changes, Josiah gets even bigger than he already is and takes on a stone-like form. In addition to having a glowing bluish aura around his body, which absorbs ambient radiation, his body uses this energy to give him low-level, vast superhuman strength, moderate durability, and moderate energy projection. And that's just what we know. There may be other abilities that he can use as well. You see, this is because he rarely uses his powers, preferring to act as a businessman instead, which, from his time as an attorney, he's very adept at doing. Matter of fact, he's actually the founder of a power company superhero team. Now, although Josiah and his power company team is based in San Francisco, his origin begins in Metropolis, where he was at a meeting with another Lex Corp attorney. While there, he was caught in the first major attack of an alien invasion and was caught in the middle of a metagene bomb explosion. We would later learn that this didn't mix up his genes, but would activate his latent metagenes. But before we knew all of this, thank goodness the Kryptonian cousins known as Daxamites were there to help the Earth's heroes beat these aliens. Despite having clean lab tests and being released from the hospital, Josiah's powers would manifest at the most inopportune time. Because a few weeks later, in the middle of a court case, his powers would manifest and he would transform. And because at this point he couldn't control when he changed, everyone dubbed him a monster and was scared to work with him. He was no particular threat to anyone, but people just didn't want to take the risk, and he ended up resigning from his law firm. Initially, he had no interest in being the traditional superhero, and he actually became slightly depressed. Some time would go by, and he really wouldn't get a feel for himself until an unfortunate event took place. He and several other individuals that were affected by the metagene bomb were actually tricked into being prisoners and trained to be used as supervillains. They were kept in a drugged state while their powers were being analyzed, and it was being determined how they could activate them. This torturous ordeal at the Chicago branch of Star Labs would only be put to an end when Josiah finally stepped up and decimated their captors. Ironically, this would happen just before the Justice League arrived to rescue them, so all they had left to do was just clean up. It was also at this point that Josiah and Superman had a heart-to-heart talk about what his future would hold. Superman seemed to inspire what would come next, because eventually Josiah would find a way to combine his old skills and his newfound abilities to found the power company. This Superheroes for Hire squad was structured just like a law firm, with partners and associates. He set up such a smooth-running company that even during a period where he was put into a coma from a gunshot wound, Firestorm would seamlessly fill in the void and take the helm of the group for a while. This worked out well anyway, because even after he recovered, he rarely takes part in their actual missions, preferring to direct from behind the scenes and only taking part in dire situations. And as powerful as he is, that's pretty lucky for villains that he doesn't go out on every occasion. Now, for his powers and abilities and his influence on the DC universe, for my 1 to 10 rating, I'll give Josiah Power a rating of 8, which is an unforgettable rating. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to like, subscribe, and join the new Sage.